because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, man, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another. And they doing it.
We're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. When we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho! Barak! Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Welcome to ISUBK Detroit. Check us out on all social media platforms. Classes are Monday through Saturday. Monday is the history class from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday is scripture breakdown. Wednesday is biblical law class. Friday, Lashawan Kodash, Hebrew language. Saturday, Sabbath service. Check out our community service program. We have food and clothing drives, helping the people in need. And we also have felony expungement services available. Join us and get involved.
ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopper my concubine. Had to die to get my rib, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Joe Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that's 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with me. Knowledgeable, but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey, bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cross a priest, and I promise you forever sleep.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me. And I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me. But don't get that shit twisted, I got Drakes with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas? UPK soldiers lead cowards and awe. So fuck a gas stop, I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing, we like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Call Kazak, tells the rock, bring Shamara. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest, until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until you're off the street. So y'all on the internet, stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gonna be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Crying loud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga. You see where we at?
One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, one West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, one West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, one West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom. Come. Shalom, Yahbashim, Yahushua, Barakatah, to all the brothers out there. Shalom, Shema Alatah, Bashim, Yahushua, to all the sisters. This is Isupk under Commander Jeremy Rahana, and this is your Wednesday law class. We're going to jump right into this. Class tonight, we're going to talk about the curses while we're in this position and the things we did to get there. Take a second, if you could, and go ahead and like and share the class. I would do the same. We got to get this algorithm up. We got to get this truth out here. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to get that like and share the class and go ahead and get that out here. If you got multiple devices, do it on all devices if you could. It's very important that we get these this word out there. You understand? So just take a second. Let's like and share the class for a second. Shalaki. Okay, here we go. So I'm Precinct Officer 500, Atazarok, and to the right of me, I got my Ottawa Precinct Officer 1000, Awadia. And we're gonna jump right into this. You understand? We need to know as a people why we in these conditions today. You understand? We need to know why we live the way we live, why we in this place, this sunken place for you know right now. You understand? And we're gonna jump right into that. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:1, if you could. The water.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Lord say, if we do all the things he told us to do, if we hearken diligently, you understand? If we do all his law, statute, and commandment, he will set us on high. But we know we didn't do that. That's why we in these conditions we in today, you understand? That's why we in a bad situation to where you look around, everything that we go through, you don't see that in the oppressive neighborhoods, you understand? The things that we go through, the rest of the nations don't deal with. You know, it's just the children of Israel that deal with this, the Black, Spanish, and Native Americans. And we wonder why, you understand? And here in Isupk, we teach you why you're going through that. And we teach you how to not go through these things, how to come up out of these things. Because the Lord want to set us on high, you know, above all these nations. But we can't if we keep doing these things that we doing. You understand? So you got something on that other one?
Oh, go ahead.
So let's jump over here to 28 and 15 and see what happens if we don't
hearken to the Lord and listen to him diligently. You understand?
I'm not gonna do that. So
do your thing, other one.
See, what the brother just brought out was an excellent thing that I think that we miss and we don't understand. But especially when it comes to like identifying who we are as a people. Like what he just read, the Lord said these blessings will come upon you if we be obedient to what he said do. Meaning we have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and do what the Lord said. Like we got what's coming up? Easter.
Easter.
The Lord never told us to celebrate no stupid Easter, man. We learned that stuff from following our oppressor, man. These are the things that he does and he's put on us. We follow his way instead of following the things that the Lord laid out for us to follow.
That's right.
And that's why we're in this condition right here. And that's what the brother is bringing out, man. And that's what he's bringing out. It's such an extremely heavy thing and an important thing, man. It's so important to this point right here. Because if we understand how we got to this condition, then we can understand how to get out of the condition. Everybody can look at the world today and know that there's something wrong. Everybody can look at the world and say, we're not treated the same as everybody else is treated. But if you're in the world, you really can't figure it out and piece it together. You know it's something wrong. You just can't quite put your finger on what's wrong. You don't really, you can't really put it together. You just know it's something wrong. And that's why you fall into a lot of the snaps and trails. You can't figure it out. So what do? You get high. You get drunk. You do and all these type and do all obscene because you can't really figure out what's wrong. You just know it's something wrong. So wrong just becomes your everyday life, folks. And again, that's why it's so important. Because if you can figure out what's wrong, then you can figure out the way to get out of these things.
Yeah, sir. Just to add on to that, that's real heavy because that's what we here for.
Damn right.
We here to wake up the nation. You know what I'm saying? The nation of Israel. You understand? We here to wake you up, tell you the ways that you can repair the damage that you had created on your lives. You understand? The people out here is like blind leading the blind. They think they just, our people think we supposed to be in this situation, so they just live their life. What's that saying? You live fast and die, or something like that. Live fast and die young. But that's not what the Lord had for us. The Lord didn't have that in plan for us. The Lord has us got the plans for us to live a long life, a long prosperous life. But you can't if you're not going by the law, statutes, and commandments. If you following this oppressor, he gonna have you run into a damn brick wall every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you look at our cities, look at every city that you can imagine, and you go to what we call the hood. You know what I'm saying? They call it the inner city for a nice way of saying it. Who you see in these areas? You're gonna see in the worst impoverished areas, you're gonna see Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. That's all you're going to see over here. You understand? Right. Like what just happened down in Southwest Detroit. These things don't happen in Grosse Pointe. These things don't happen in Rochester Hills. They don't have these problems that our people have. You know what I'm saying? And these put on us for a sign to tell you, you being cursed right now. So we got to change our way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And come over here to Isupk and learn the right way to live your life. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15 if you could.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you're not hearkening to the Lord's voice and listening to the things that he's telling you to do, you know what I'm saying? We got priests and prophets out here that's trying to teach you. When you see us out in the street corners, that's what we telling you, the law, statutes, and commandments that you need to be going by, because you're not, and if you don't, the Lord say, these curses are going to come upon you. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Now, who's cursed in the city? We just touched on that a bit. But who's cursed in the city? It's only our people that's cursed in the city. You see us, we out here, you got drugs that's out here that's just flooding our inner cities. You understand? And it's our people that's out here selling and using these drugs. You understand? Everything that's in the inner, who got the liquor store on every corner in the inner city? You don't see these out here in these suburb neighborhoods where the majority is white folks. You understand? You got something up?
Yeah, Salaki, sir. I just wanted to add that actually the word ghetto in itself is derived from the definition is the place where Jews dwell. So we call it a ghetto, not even knowing that we the actual Jews, and that's the word that we use.
You know, but that's a heavy point. And you know, when you think about it, the white man don't know that. He's looking at it as a derogatory term. You understand? So that's why they named it. What they just changed to the inner city. They call it inner cities now. But if you look at these places, it's our people that's in here that's suffering. It's our people that's out here that's living in these half abandoned homes trying to live. Just like the sister you just seen, you know, them kids that passed away inside that parking lot. You understand? This was a homeless sister that's trying to figure out a way for their kids, and that was in her head. She taking it to a safe place. You understand? So these are our people that's living in these inner cities that's going through these things, and that's what the Bible telling us right now. You know, we're cursed in the cities. You know what I'm saying? You got some other one?
If I just may.
Sir.
It's such a heavy thing because it's the liquor stores, the gas stations, the McDonald's, anything that's really generating money in our neighborhood, we have no control over that. And not to mention the person, the man, the oppressor, he brings these people in from other nations and other countries, and he supplies them the financing to put them over. This is not something that just is happening by chance. This is something that is being done to our people. This is something that's being done to us. This is not just happening. This is just not our everyday life. All right. This is something that's purposely being done, and it's being done again. Because why? Because we chose to listen to the oppressor. We thought barbecue pork ribs smelled so great that we decided that we just had to have a taste. We just wanted to lick the sauce, like we thought that smelled amazing. We chose that over the laws of the Lord, man, and we made the Lord angry, man. The Lord said, "These are the things that He's gonna do to us, man." And if you look at them, they are happening. And this is, if I just may sidebar right quick, this is why I don't understand how do anybody not believe in the Lord.
Damn right.
Like that you believe in everything but the Lord.
Damn right.
It is insane. We about to lay out our entire life in the Bible right now. Everything God said thousands of years ago is happening to us today.
Today.
Today. And you gonna go follow Islam? You gonna go follow some pyramids? You gonna sit in a Christian church?
You know what's heavy about that other one? If I could,
by all means.
When you brought out the liquor stores, if you think about it, when they start putting these dispensaries out here, they went through churches, different Christian churches, to actually get approval for areas they can put these in.
Good night.
And it's crazy because we're loaded. Now, if you go out to Royal Oak or something like that, you might see one, you might see two. But you come into these ghettos and the hoods, you're going to see 10 of them on the strip.
Damn right.
Look at 8 Mile. They all up and down 8 Mile. Look at Slocket. Look at Grass. Grass. You can walk out the door. You can walk in one, walk 2 houses down, you in another one. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is done for a reason. It's to keep us down. You understand? Until you know how you should move and what the things you shouldn't be doing and should be doing, you're going to keep doing wrong. Until you come into here and learn the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord and want to turn yourself over to the Most High, you're going to keep going through the same struggles. You're going to keep smoking this marijuana. You're going to keep going out here being a drunkard. You're going to keep using these drugs. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for the Most High people. You understand? We better than that. The Most High want to put us on high, just like we spoke in verse 1. You understand? This is not for us. You know, so like Adawan brought out, that's why they don't know. They don't know. And then that's what we here for. That's what the Lord put us here for, to wake you up, to let you know what you're supposed to be doing. You understand? Let's pick that back up if we could.
This is verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Verse 17. Cursed shall that be, Salaki. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
So when they say, that's heavy, because they saying curse shall thou the fruit of thy body. Adawan Cap just brought this out last night. When they say curse shall the fruit of your body, they talking about your kids. So your kids, you have a kid in this situation and you doing what you're doing, your kids is cursed. Your grandkids, it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means by curses your fruit. You know what I'm saying? So you got it. Go ahead.
The increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. Verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke.
Curses, vexation, and rebuke. Good night. Go ahead.
And all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, unto thou be destroyed, and unto thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
Because of the wickedness, everything you touch is going to be cursed. Everything you put your hand on, you think you about to go out here and build a fortune, it's going to be cursed. You think you're going to go out here and sell all these drugs and get rich and live well, you're going to be cursed. Right. Everything you do, everything you put your hands on is going to be cursed. You understand? You can't just think you can do what you want to do and your life going to be just beautiful. Right. It's not going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get out of the frame mind of thinking like we want to live like the oppressor. Right. In our head, you know what I'm saying? You think I need to get this money before I can live like the white man. That ain't in the Bible. They talked about what was that scripture? The brother come to Christ and he was a rich man. And he was like, what can I do to have your blessing? The Lord tell him, sell everything.
Sell all you got.
Sell everything you got. So your riches ain't going to get you in God's kingdom. You understand? It's not going to get you there. So you can sit out there and strive for these millions. That's not going to get you nowhere. You're still going to be cursed. You're still not going to make it nowhere in life. Still going to be a nobody. You're still going to be a drug dealer. You're still going to be a dope fiend. You understand? None of this changed nothing in your life. Only thing that can change your life is these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? That's the only thing that can change anything in your life. You understand? You got anything, Ottawa?
If I may.
Come.
If I may. Also, just to add on to what you said, because a lot of our people, what we think too is we think we can get ourselves out of this. We think the way we think can get ourselves out of here, but you don't realize that these things fail. Think about the Black Panthers. Think about the Garveyites, like all of these things, the Garveyites, all this stupid marching we doing, Black Lives Matter, all of these things that we have tried over the years have all failed. It sound good, it look good, it's great for the camera, and it seemed all right. But the one thing that you don't have, and it's the one reason it will always fail, is because the Lord is not with you.
Damn right.
That's why it doesn't work.
Damn right.
That's why it failed. That's why we can't come together, because we trying to come together and rally around some stupid agenda with some stupid agenda that don't even matter. When all we have to do is come back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Damn right.
That's it. The Lord slaughtered them Egyptians for the children of Israel, man. That's what he did. We don't have to do no physical fight at all. Our fight is being obedient to the Lord, and the Lord will fight for us. I don't know about you. I would rather have the Lord fight for me.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right.
I don't know what you. I don't know.
Damn right. And that's heavy too, sir.
I would rather have the Lord doing it for me.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You think about that sellout MLK. He thought the Lord was with him. Lord wasn't with him because he was doing some backwards type stuff. He trying to integrate us into a white culture. He wanted to be with these white folks so bad that he'll lead his people into destruction. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they got MLK Day. They always holler how great of a man this was. This man was leading us into destruction, and all these black folks followed him. You understand? And he made a statement, something like he think he's leading his people into destruction. He made that statement. You know what I'm saying? Before he got on the live. But at the same token, these not the men of the Most High. Any man that want to lead you to be a part of this nation is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. That's exactly right. Oh, we got questions online too. That's right. Break down the message 9 and 17.
You want to keep going, or you want to go ahead and pull it up and break it down?
So too. What you?
I'm gonna keep flowing. You gotta be up like that. I don't know what to say. So if you could, let's drop down to 47 and not 47 through 49.
If we could, I just ask you brother a question right quick.
Yeah, Salakia.
Before we do that,
Want me to read
I
it?
don't want to interrupt you.
No, you ain't.
That's why I just
Yeah. Oh yeah, Comic-Con. So we got a question online, and the question is, can I get a breakdown of Matthew 9? Do we got a verse?
17.
9 and 17. Can you pull that up for me up?
Matthew 9 and 17. That's a good question, brother. No sweat. We're gonna get that for you right now.
What is that?
I'm not about to butcher the brother.
Yeah, I can't butcher the brother's name. I ain't gonna do that to you, brother. Go ahead.
I'm definitely gonna answer your question.
This is Matthew chapter 9, verse 17. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
That's it on that.
Kind, sir.
You want to go up another? Go up one, or you got it?
Yeah, I think 16 is the context, sir.
Well, just go. Yeah, go ahead. Read 16. I mean, I really can go off that. Go ahead. Do 16.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 16. No man putteth a new piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse.
So if I just may right quick. What is basically what the breakdown is, good brother, is that it's talking about changing, you becoming a new person. You can't put new you into the old you. That's talking about that old man changing. It's talking about changing from the old man to the new man. You can't stay the same. You have to. That's why I want to say you have to be born again. You see what I'm saying? He ain't talking about climbing it, meaning you have to. It's almost like a start all over type of thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to put new stuff into the old person. That old person has to be purged out of you. You see what I'm saying? You can't stay the same and then just pour it on top of there, but you still the same person on the inside. No, you have to become a whole new person. So it's talking about you just being a new person and becoming new.
So, like, sir, if I could, is that referring to like when I came into the school? I was this person when I came into the school, didn't have too much knowledge of what was going on, trying to learn. And then I collected a name, Cap gave me a name, and I became a new brother. So I got rid of that old man.
Yeah, kind of.
You understand? So I got rid of that old man, and now I'm a totally different person. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a perfect example, because that's what the 90 days is about. The 90 days is about, because the 90 days is about you getting rid of that old person that you were,
throw him in the river,
becoming a new person. That's what it's about. You can't still be the old person and get this new stuff put inside of you. You can't. It doesn't work like that, because guess what's gonna happen later on down the line? You're gonna fall back into some of your old ways because it's still there. You have to change that. You have to totally change.
Yeah, you got to kill all your old way of thinking. You got to kill the ways you moved, the way you think, the way everything. You got to empty out your mind. Empty out everything in you from the past, and you got to put this new inside of you. You understand?
That's exactly what you got to do.
And
that's exactly what that's talking about. That's why I'm saying you don't put new fabric with old fabric. That's you know what I mean. It just does not work. You can't pour new wine into old bottles. The old bottles is gonna break. You got to put that in a new bottle. You got to put this truth into the new you. You no longer that old person. You changing from that. You changing from the old you to the new you.
Yeah.
And put this new spirit inside of you. All that old you stuff got to go.
And you off in the ISUPK, you gonna understand the change. I definitely saw the change. Saw the change in myself. I see the change in new brothers that come into school. You know what I'm saying? They come in here, they one way. If you look at another 90 to 120 days, you see a totally different brother. Totally different the way he moved, everything. I don't even like being called my slave name no more. Shoot, I order food. I'm out Tazarok. You understand? You don't know how to pronounce it, I'll help you. Yeah, but I don't want no dealings with that old me. You know what I'm saying? That's how you shed yourself from the world. You know what I'm saying? You shed yourself from all those vile things you used to do. You know what I'm saying? You take out everything that you used to do. You can't smoke weed and then think you're gonna come in here and then be something new, because you still that same nigga smoking weed. You understand? So I hope that answers your question, brother.
Yeah, I hope so. Good brother. Good question, brother. Appreciate you.
Let's move down to Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Did we go there already? No, Deuteronomy 28 and 47.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies. You understand? Because you didn't serve the Lord with joyfulness. You didn't serve the Lord with gladness of heart. So what we at now? We serving our enemies. Everything we do, we have to go to our enemies. Everything we do. You go to the store, you're going to your enemy. You go buy clothes, you going to the enemy. You understand? You know what I'm saying? To feed your kids, you're going to your enemies. So the Lord say, since we ain't serve him with gladness of heart, we gonna have to serve our enemies, and that's the state that we in now. Go ahead,
and if I could just add on to
Khan.
Why would you not want to serve the Lord with gladness of heart? Like, think about you the children of Israel, the Egyptians is doing the things that they do, and you see the Lord do the things that he did.
Come on now.
Why would you not serve the Lord with gladness of heart, man?
Ain't nobody doing what the Lord doing.
Nobody can do what the Lord do. Why would you? And the other nations, think about how the other nations look at you and they understand your power.
Mm-hmm.
They understand your power in being obedience to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they defeat us. They don't defeat us through war. They defeat us with our temptation, with our lust, and allowing us to do the things that displease the Lord, because they know that if we don't listen to the Lord was going to be against us for our disobedience, man.
And Shalaki, if I could, sir, that's why they put all these things out here. That's why everything is sexual now. That's why everything that we shouldn't do, you see on TV. You see on everything that you touch is everywhere. You got weed billboards everywhere. You ride down the street, everybody's selling weed for nothing. So they just want you to come in here. I give you a free bag. Just come in here. So they giving you what you want, because they know if you're not serving your Lord, you serving them. You know what I'm saying? They know what brings you down. They know what's going to break you down. They're not the crazy ones. They don't want you to serve your Lord. So they're going to keep putting this shit in front of these things in front of your face for you can follow these things. And like Adawan said, they playing off your fleshly lust. You know what I'm saying? This is just lust. I need to be with this woman and get done with her. I need to be with my man, my homeboy's woman. They laying with they other men's women and things like that. That's just a shame. The music that they have out here is promoting all these things. All these things that's across the airway are coming from the oppressor. They control all these things. Don't you think if it was affecting their people, none of this stuff would be on the airwaves?
Right.
If it was destroying their people, you would probably listen. You wouldn't be hearing rap probably. You would be listening to some country music constantly. Everything to be real nice and sweet. When none of this, just like what they call it, drill rap. What the hell is that? You gonna put something out here, Salakia. You putting something out here to help destroy our people. You know what I'm saying? That's destroying the brotherhood out here. You understand? You got drill rap is something that just make another brother look at another brother and be offended and then want to unalive him. You understand? Walk over there with that brother, make sure he's too hard. So yeah, so all these things that's put in front of our face is actually just to hold us down. And we got to be real mindful of that and be careful of these things. You understand? All these things make a big difference. If you could, Swag, sit on this side. Yeah, the wall.
So, like you, sir, if I can add to what you were saying, especially with the music, because it's so, hypnotizing, especially to our youth. People is making fake beef just to rap about it, and it leads to death. So they living out these characters.
What's his name? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh God, he made his life off of that. He made millions off of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a heavy point. You know what I'm saying that you brought out. Anything else on that?
What was that? Still on?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Keep going on that. 47. I think you're on 48.
Sir, what a con. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Now think about that. That's exactly what we just was talking about. You understand? In hunger, where you get your food from. The oppressor. Everything that we look for or we need comes from the oppressor, our enemy. So you looking at food, you say water. You know, we don't own no natural water around here. You know what I'm saying? They the one came up with the idea. Water is free. And they come up with the idea, we're gonna go ahead and sell this. You know what I'm saying? So everything that we get that we need in life right now is coming from the oppressor.
And if I may,
sir.
You can't forget that, you know, some places you can't even collect the rainwater. It's illegal. You can't even collect rainwater.
Yeah.
Like, and not only that, if you can, let's read that one more time. We're gonna go through it a little bit slower. Let's get it.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
We get our food solely from the oppressor. We can't even buy a goddamn bag of chips in this kingdom without getting it from the oppressor. What's the last thing you can't spend? We can't even spend money anywhere without getting it from the oppressor.
And you know what's heavy on that too, sir? If I could, on buying our food. Look at the grocery stores in our neighborhoods. The grocery stores in our neighborhood. Then you go out to the suburbs and look at the meats in their neighborhoods.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? For us to eat healthy, you damn near gotta go 10, 15 miles away from your hood just to get some fresh meat. You understand? I got grocery stores around me that you really got to search through the meat. The meat look like it never had blood in it.
Good.
You understand? And our people buying this by the truckload to feed their families. You know, and that's what the book talking about right now. Salakia, sir.
And that's why I say it's a curse thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because these other nations, why would they care whether we eat healthy or not?
Mm-hmm.
They don't. It's not like they come in our neighborhoods to care about us, to be loving towards us, to have compassion for us. They come in here to devour us and take advantage of us. And to your point, that's why it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you, sir, and you can't even hunt without the permission of our oppressor.
It's nothing. It's no way. You can't even get a doggone glass of water without the oppressor. On the dang on water cup. You can't do nothing. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, that was heavy what the brother just brought out, though. You know, back in the day, you just go out and hunt. You can hunt for your own food. To go hunting now, you gotta have a certain license. You gotta pay the oppressor for these licenses to go out here and hunt to get your food taken care of. The meat that you just caught out there, you gotta pay for that also.
Pay to get it processed.
Yeah, pay to get it processed. So everything you do, you going through the oppressor. That was just heavy what you brought out on that honey. Because honey should be free.
It should be.
Why it's not free? You know. Go ahead.
And in thirst.
We just covered that. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, because again, we do not make. You know what? I seen somebody on Facebook the other day. They said, what did they say? They said, why do y'all always go to if y'all don't like the oppressor so much, why y'all always go to it? This is why right here. This is because God said what to do. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Here's your reason right here. We're reading the reason.
But tell me this, Adawan. Where else you gonna go? Because I don't care if it's a black-owned business. I could start a clothing line right now. How I'm about to get this fabric? How I'm about to get this material? Everything you do, you have to go through the oppressor. You understand? So that was just a stupid comment.
That's the most dumbest comment. He just an unlearned brother who think he knows. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's an unlearned brother who think he knows something. And no, absolutely. That's why you got and that's another thing, man. That's why you should come in here, man, so you can actually learn.
Yeah,
You have to actually learn what's going on, because if you don't know what's going on, man, you're just gonna be a lost soul.
Yeah, you're gonna keep walking into that brick wall and wonder why.
The same brick wall over and over.
Yeah, they don't get. It's when they say a nakedness. Think about this: underclothes. You can't tell me no black-owned underclothes place. You can't tell me Nobody, who make Hanes? Who make all of these different, clothing lines? Even when you come down to like a Yeezy, who produced these things? These are all oppressors that's producing these things. Yes, his name is on it, and they put these black folk names on it just for we can keep buying them. They'll put these name on it with a high ticket, and what do? Run out here and buy it. That's why I think it's so heavy about our brothers and sisters in the ISUPK that makes their own garments, their own clothes. You know what I'm saying? What we wear, everything we wear, gonna say ISUPK on it. You understand? Because that's where it's at. I don't need no Yeezys. I don't need all this BS. You understand? So yeah, just food for thought.
If I may too, sis, if you got a question too, you can always ask any question you want to ask too. So I got just raise your hand. We got you, sis. Ain't no sweat.
Go ahead. I'll pick that up.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things, because think about it. What in this kingdom that we in, what can we get ourselves? Let's say you just wanted to build a house. You can't just go start cutting trees down and build your own goddamn house.
No.
It don't, like in this kingdom, it doesn't work like that. Anything that we want, we have to go through the oppressor to get it.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord said that is a curse because the Lord didn't intend for us to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord wanted us on top. But because what? We refused to do what? We refused to listen to him. He said, okay, y'all want to be down there with them? I'm going to put you down there with them.
Yeah, right.
Then I'm going to put them over you.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at the condition we in.
That's a heavy one too, Ottawa, because you can go out here and buy some land right now. And you can't put nothing on there until you get the oppressor permission.
And not only that, you don't even own the land because you still got to pay taxes every year. It's still not yours. You can't have it without him.
Everything if you just purchase a plot of land, like what Ottawa was bringing out, you actually every year you paying for this land over and over and over. Long as you own that land, you paying a ticket to that land.
You got your summer and your winter taxes.
Yeah, and they're not cheap. So they're gonna get theirs. So that's a heavy point because that shows you right there everything that we do. Everything, that's one of the curses. Everything we do, we have to go to the oppressor, go through the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing change with us having to deal with this, man, because of the things that we are doing, that we did in our lives, all the, breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we stuck in this sunken place. That's why we here, you understand? That's the L on there. You got more?
It's more, sir. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
What is a yoke of iron? What is a yoke of iron? You know what?
It was what they put on us as slaves. On the slave boats.
Where it originated from was something that they used for animals.
For the ox.
Yeah, they used to put them on an ox to pull and till the land. You understand? So this is something that weighs a lot. You know what I'm saying? It sits on your neck. So to have a yoke of iron on your neck, that's heavy right there. That's to hold you down. And that's one of these curses. Slock it. Go ahead.
Verse 49. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
So he talking about the oppressor we dealing with. They came from the Caucasus Mountains. They wasn't here. We was here. We was here already. Our people was here already. And they came from the mountains and now all the way from the mountain. And now they running this place. You understand? Now they taking over. Shalaki, can you add on to that, sir?
Shalaki, can I ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Where it say as swift as an eagle, I've heard like that breakdown of how they say America used the bald eagle as a symbol and they got it on a dollar, and then you see Mexico, they got the eagle, and how that eagle they just keep showing that eagle for symbolism.
What do an eagle do from hunting?
It fly down and
it hovers over their prey.
Okay,
it hovers over their prey. What do an oppressor do to us? It hovers over their prey. So they using the right terminology because they know what they're doing. You understand? They got the eagle on everything. That's what they do. They hover over their prey. That's why they keep us down, so they can sit over us and make sure they keep us here. You understand? You got something on that other one?
No, you did great right there.
Oh, kind, sir.
That's what the thing on eagle from one end of the earth. Because of course, when they came and got us, we didn't understand we didn't understand their language.
No,
we didn't speak the same language as them. The language that we speak right now was beaten into us.
Yeah,
it's not something that we just knew. You know,
they made us speak their language.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's just something crazy. Go ahead. It's like you.
But what's crazy about that, they say we, from a foreign language, a different language, is crazy because they didn't want to hear they didn't want us. They didn't know what we was talking about when we was talking amongst each other back in slavery time. We speak in Hebrew, so we talking to our brothers and sisters. They didn't know what we was talking about. That scared them. So now we got to get these people to talk like us so we can understand what they saying, making sure they ain't trying to do nothing. That was their whole gimmick for us beating their language into us. And then if you think about it, I was talking to a brother the other day, and I was like, hey, brother, you ever thought about it? Why we the only one that don't have our own language? Why we the only ones that's called two nations? You understand? That's all the things we went through with the oppressor. They took our heritage away from us, and gave us their heritage. And now to this day, you got our brothers and sisters out here following their heritage with worshiping all these different idols, celebrating Christmas, celebrating their birthdays. It's destroying our people. You know what I'm saying? It's destroying our people. So that's why we got to get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the brothers teach our Hebrew classes, because they teach us how to speak our original language. Just think how it would feel if you can go around and speak your original language, and they don't know what the hell you saying. You understand? That you go into these stores, you hear all these different the Arabs, Chaldeans speaking their languages, and it's fine to the oppressor. He'll let them come over here and speak their own language. Chinese, you go to Chinese food place. It's fine they speak their own language. But for us, they took our language away from us and gave us their language. Why they ain't do that to the Chinese man? Why they ain't do that to the Arab man? You understand?
If I may, that's what you're bringing out is heavy. Can you give me just real quick?
Give
me a Jeremiah 17:5.
Go there.
They're not threatened by them. You see what I'm saying? They in, like when we read that Psalms in the 83rd chapter and they say our enemies make a tumult, meaning they coming together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they coming together. That the nation of Israel shall be no longer in remembrance. That's what they did. They in one consult. They on one accord to do what? To keep us down. And that discontinued from, them stealing our heritage and our way of life. You got that?
What's that, Jeremiah? I want to get with
17:4.
This is Jeremiah 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage. Discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
And the Bible said we was going to discontinue from our heritage. No other people on the planet has had their heritage, their way of life. That's like your thumbprint in life, who you are. Nobody has had that stripped away from them except us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why I love the Bible so much, because it's no way you could think this is talking about anybody else, because then you would have to show me who had this done to them. It's mighty funny that we the only people that had this done to us, but we not these people. We the only people that did not go through this, but this ain't us.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it.
If you think about the Jewish man, Jewish man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he tried to add himself into this book because he said he went through a little oppression.
But he didn't. You see what I'm saying?
Kind. But that's my point.
It does not fit him.
He can't add himself into this because this is people doing. They the same people doing that against each other. You know what I'm saying? We ain't did nothing to him. You know what I'm saying?
What this start read up. Oh, you had a question, bro? Okay, start up from the top one more again.
Chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies, serve thy enemies, serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Who else could this be talking about?
Which land that we done got brought over here? We ain't know nothing about
over
that.
to a land that we do nothing about.
Damn right.
Like this is insane, and that's why I love it. That's why just when I first started hearing this, I was mind blew by these things. Like, wait a minute, shit start slacking. Things started clicking in my head, like click, click, click. Like everything started. Things started to make sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's just finish this up right quick. Go ahead, brother.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
We angered the Lord by doing what? By not listening to what the Lord said do. Like we read at the beginning when the brother said, the Lord said, if we listen to him, these blessings was gonna happen. But if we disobeyed him, these curses was gonna happen. Okay. So like I just had to read that out. You was right. You walked me right into that one. That was great. No, great.
That's real though. Was we clear on that 47 through 49?
Con, sir.
More on that.
Con. Who's good, sir?
All right, let's shoot over to I believe that's Deuteronomy 8 and 19. And we'll come back to this. Let's go over to 8 and 19. That's Deuteronomy 8, verse 19.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 19. And it shall be, if thou do all, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish.
So if you look at it, everything that we do out here, like as of these holidays, these birthdays that they promote, what they got, Easter coming up, Valentine's Day just passed. When you do these things, you worshiping other gods. You basically left your God alone. And this is things that the oppressor done put in place for you to follow. You know, we ain't to follow these other gods. And by us doing that, we taking out, we just leaving and walking away from the Lord. You understand? And the Lord don't want us doing these things. You know what I'm saying? I remember first time I came to class and I thought, I've heard the scriptures about making yourself an idol as of celebrating your birthday. It blew my mind because even learning the truth in my head, I thought, well, shoot, it's my birthday. At least I could celebrate. I already wasn't celebrating Christmas and stuff like this, but I'm like, it's my birthday. But who the hell am I to make myself an idol? Who the hell am I to celebrate myself or worship myself? Because that's what you initially doing. You just worshiping yourself. You know, you making yourself an idol. Because what? Everybody bringing you these different things on your birthday, giving you these things. And then I believe it was Katab that broke it down to me, Officer Katab. I think he broke it down to me and showed me that only person in the Bible ever celebrated their birthday was Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? And he make a big thing out of it. Now, you ain't got nowhere in the Bible that said anything about any Israelite ever celebrating their birthday. That alone changed my thought, because at the end of the day, I'm an Israelite. So I got to live the way Israelites live. We got to go by the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. And that's not one of the things that we're supposed to be doing. You understand? So I thought that was real heavy. You got something, Ottawa?
I'm sorry, turn the mic before you start talking. It's like and I just want to point out, man, that following these laws it is such not a hard thing to do.
No.
And a lot of us think it's damn near impossible because of Christianity, right? But how hard is it to not harm your brother? How hard is that to actually do? You see what I'm saying? How hard is it to not eat all of leave some grapes outside of your fence so a homeless man can have something to eat? Like, goddamn, do you have to have every goddamn grape you got? Can somebody pour have something? Can your brother eat too? Good night. Yeah. You got to have everything. Do you have to kick the man at the gas station asking for $1? Get out my way and you kick him? Yeah. You give him 50 cents? Like, good night. Yeah. Is it too much?
That took me back out of a while. That took me back. When I was growing up, it used to be this old white lady used to have a pear tree. You know, back in the day in the hood, in this hood right here, we had fruit trees. I don't know if y'all remember. You might be a little too young, but
they eat the little small green apples too.
We had green apples. We had grapevines. You remember that, sis? We had cherry trees. I mean, grapevines. We had apples and pears. So this lady had a pear tree that was so big it used to hang over the sidewalk, over her fence, out of her backyard. So, you know, as kids, we come back, you get you slap one of them things. Yeah. That crazy lady used to sit dogs on us.
Good night.
Because she didn't want us touching the pears that's hanging over the tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that makes sense right there. It's crazy because the law, you know, they set laws in place. Even the Bible speak on it for, you know, things that fall. You know, you get what you want from it, but you leave things for the homeless. You leave things on your tree for somebody that needs something to eat. They can go past and get something to eat.
Go past and eat.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with that? You got a tree that's constantly growing fruit, and you don't want to feed the kids. You don't want to feed no homeless people.
And here go the thing with that. If I just may right quick, you know why we like that in this kingdom? It comes from loving the oppressor. Because in order to love him, you have to dislike what I don't know whether we can say hate, but you have to. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You have to dislike what he dislikes. Yeah. And Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, your oppressor dislikes you.
Yes.
That's why she stick dogs on you, because he dislikes. Because what the hell? It was gonna fall on the ground and bees was gonna be on.
Anyway. The crazy thing is
she wasn't even picking.
She didn't pick the damn
she wasn't picking them. But her hatred for you, because of her love for the oppressor, is why she did that.
Well, she was an oppressor. She was a white lady.
That explains it.
She was a white lady. One of the last few that was in the hood. You know, when they started running out of that.
That's everything did.
So that was just heavy to me, because that shows right there that the oppressor don't care nothing's for us. Nothing. Anytime you have a damn fruit tree, you could supply the neighborhood if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You can just give away fruit to the kids coming around that might be hungry, ain't had nothing for lunch. You know what I'm saying? But that's not in their makeup. They don't care about you. So you could starve, sit out in front of their house. They're not going to give you nothing. They care less. They hope you die. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I thought that was pretty heavy right there, Ottawa.
And these laws is a beautiful thing. You think they think about how much they complain about water pollution, but you take everything out the goddamn water that's supposed to clean it. The Lord said, don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Why should you not eat it? Because he put it in the water to clean the water.
But it's a delicacy. So it's a delicacy.
That's why it's there. It makes no sense, man.
Think about having a fish tank. Y'all remember that little fish you put in your fish tank that sucks on the wall?
Yeah, that's stuck to the glass.
They'll eat that. We not algae eater. You're right, sir. So we don't eat these things. You understand? We don't mess with these things. And if you think about it, years ago, you probably couldn't drink out that water. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it now. I remember growing up, they was always closing Metro Beach because of what was they call that? The equali was too heavy.
Okay,
yeah, but that's because all the catfish, all the fish that's in there supposed to be clean in the water, they're eating these things. You understand? We got laws for that, and them laws don't just benefit us; they benefit the land. You know, and that's what people don't get. It's not just for us; it's for the world. It's for the land. Our waters can stay clean. You understand? Like pigs not meant for us to eat. They here to eat all that nasty stuff that's out there in the woods. You know what I'm saying? They keep our grounds. They like a groundsman in maintenance. They go around and pick up all the nasty stuff.
Yeah,
You know, that's what pigs are for. Not for us to make no damn bacon with.
Good,
you know what I'm saying?
Ham sandwich.
That's not what that's for. You understand?
What idea was that? Like, what's going on here?
Who was the first one to say, yeah, I'm about to eat this?
I'm about to eat this.
That's crazy.
This is insane.
We got more on that? Oh, that's it.
Shalakia.
Read it one more time. Slack.
Yeah, let's go back over.
Verse 19. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 19. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God and walk.
Slack, if I just made right quick, which is something that we have done inside of this kingdom, man. We have forgotten the Lord. And that's why we are in the condition that we are in right now. I don't know when y'all was coming up, how y'all neighborhood look. It's so many vacant, so many towed down houses and vacant lots on my block, man. It looked like my block looked like an airstrike hit it.
Oh God!
Looked like a fucking airstrike hit my block. From when I was growing up, houses was up and down the street. We was together riding our bikes, playing all kinds. My neighborhood don't look like that no more, man.
If I could add on that,
look
sir,
like that. No more.
That's so crazy because I grew up in this neighborhood. I remember it was a house on every street. I remember when white folks lived over here. That's when the white folks lived over here, the police cared about the area. Soon, I think in like the early 80s, white folks started running up out of here. Police went with them. They didn't care about here. That's when we started dealing with all of these crazy police officers beating us up, dealing with different things like that. You know, that's when you start seeing houses burned down. I know for a fact when they had a house that was what they call a trouble house, the police used to set those houses on fire themselves. They self. It's a fact. I can tell you houses that they done burnt down, and it didn't burn down until they left the house. The police would come to the house. By the time they leave, that house on flame. And no fire department would show up to put that fire out. That's why these neighborhoods that we live in today have 100 vacant lots. You know what I'm saying? If a house fire happened in Grosse Pointe, they're gonna save that house. They're gonna save that damn house. If a house catch on fire in the inner cities, in Detroit and any other Chicago, whatever city is here, if they're in the ghetto, that house catch on fire, that house gonna burn to the ground.
And if I just may right quick, just to touch on what you said, y'all know back in the day, like when we was more together, when we would have incidents like that, the brother house would catch on fire, they would put the house out and then they would come together and rebuild the house. They would come together and build the house back. They would come together and get it back to get it back right, man.
Yeah. We so destroyed.
Because we followed the way of the oppressor. We don't even give a damn if that. We pull out the phone and start videotaping. You know, we ain't helping nobody. We just recording it for Facebook.
We so destroyed that we like the vacant lots. And I can think about it when I was running these streets. I wanted them vacant lots. It was getaway spots.
You get the vacant lots all the
way. It was getaway. You understand? So we so lost in this. We so damaged. We so just oblivious what's going on out here that the pressure is tearing us down. And what our mind do is say, we gonna work around. We good. We need this vacant. No, man, this ain't where it's at. This ain't where it's at. You shouldn't have to live in a place that only have 3 houses on a block.
God.
You shouldn't have to live. I know over here off Van Dyke, they had a little area by the airport to where they wanted to buy out that area for the airport. So what they did was say, okay, we're not going to supply you with no electric to your streets. We're not going to have no street lights. That literally went on for almost a year before, and what number of our people staying there? They cut off the lights in the streets. So no street lights on the block because they wouldn't sell their homes. You know what I'm saying? So they will force you out of your home where you're comfortable just so they can go ahead and make more money, because all they wanted to do was stretch it out and make more of the airport. You understand? So that's what we have to deal with as a people. When they say you destroy in the city, these are all the things that we deal with in these cities. They're not going nowhere else. Just tell them, hey, you got to sell your $300,000 house because we trying to expand this airport. They're not doing that. They don't even put these things in their area. If you look at where we stay as a whole, we got pollution. Like if you look down in Southwest, they got our brothers down in Southwest actually living around all these factories and pollution. You can literally go down there early in the mornings and it's just a fog that come over the area. You know, and that's from all of these factories over there. You know, this is where they put our people at. You know, you ain't gonna see that, like I said before, Grosse Pointe, Rochester Hills, Bloomfield Hills, they got trees. Prime example, go to Alta Road in Kercheval. Go to Alta Road in Kercheval. Stand in that middle of Alta Road and you look to the left, you're gonna see trees all lit up and everything. Then you turn to the right. It ain't a goddamn tree to be found. And what trees bring us? Oxygen. Right. So they take the things that we need, our essentials, away from us. You understand? They don't do that. And that's just one street, one small block that divides these things. You got something up?
Cons, I just wanted to add that spot you talking about, Alta Road in Kercheval, they closed that spot off to the city.
Yeah,
it used to be open.
Con.
They done built a whole roundabout just to close it up to the city, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they changed that. Yeah. They just changed it again. They made them open it back up. So right now it's opened up where you can drive through that. But who want to go over here and deal with these racist folks, man? Ain't nobody trying to go over here. It's just sad to see you got one small street. This ain't even a big street like Gratiot. This is a small street. And you can look to the left and you see where the oppressors living happy. Then you look to the right and all you see is poverty. They don't cut out. We ain't got trees. Trees bring oxygen. Trees help for the pollution, to clear that pollution out the air. They ain't caring about how we live it. You understand? You could drive down that same street on Kercheval. You can go 2-3 miles down. You would not see a liquor store. You turn right. You can drive 2 blocks down. You done bumped into 2-3 liquor stores. So everything is set in place for our destruction. You know, we just got to stop being gullible and falling for it. You understand? We got to wake our people up so we can know this is the entrapment that they trying to have us in, you know, and the Lord got better visions for us. He set us on a place to where if we listen to his law, statute, commandments and do them, we going to be sitting up over these nations. Yeah, right. You understand? But we got to stop being foolish and following what this oppressor sitting in front of us. And that's only us following off our fleshly wants. You understand? You got something out of one?
So we got to stop. We have to stop running towards having a good time.
Damn right.
That's all we look for.
Damn right.
Is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't understand that it's more important things than just having a good time. Mm-hmm. We have to grow up, man.
Yeah.
That's what a child looks just to have fun. Adults don't do that, man. Adults is about business and taking care of business and handling responsibilities. We have to stop caring about The new Jordans? Who the hell cares about that? Like, why is that so important to us? Why is that the most important thing to it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything that we love inside of this kingdom leads to our destruction.
Yeah.
Everything that we truly enjoy, it makes us fall. It angers the Lord against us.
Yeah.
We love to get high.
Yeah.
We love strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
We love sleeping with different women and throwing them away.
Throwing our women out.
And throwing them out, turning them into whores. We love everything that leads to our destruction.
Yeah.
So like that's all I had.
You know, that's heavy though, Ottawa, because when we look at things as the things that we want to do, it's crazy because we, like you say about the Jordans, we go out here and destroy our people for selling drugs for some freaking Jordans.
Yeah, and I mean, if you like Jordans and you want to wear them, go ahead.
Come on now, but come on, it's not
right. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious. The things that, and that's from the oppression what they set in our face. They set in our face these videos, these movies of people running around here with all this money. One thing the oppressor will do is they would take one of your people. I'm gonna set them up. I'm gonna get them together, but they gonna have to rap. They can't, like, even for rappers, say for example, rappers, they couldn't come out and rap nothing about, like, we got rappers in the ISUPK, the real rappers. These boys really slinging bars, but they not gonna put these brothers on the airwaves because they kicking knowledge. They kicking real, true biblical knowledge. The oppressor don't want that over the airway. They want negative stuff for our people to go ahead and eat and run with. You understand? And that's sad. Since I've been in the truth, it's hard for me to listen to the radio. When I listen to my sisters rap these perverted lyrics, talking about what they do, it just turns my stomach. Disgusting. It turns my stomach, man.
Like what?
Yeah. You know, what happened to us? I was just looking at a video the other day, and not to get too far off topic, but looking at a video the other day on TikTok. And you remember that rapper from Detroit called Smiley? You remember that rapper called Smiley?
Yeah, the female.
I was looking at her video. This sister is dressed, fully dressed. I'm talking about you can't see nothing but her hands. Ain't no arms showing, no legs showing, fully dressed, and was lyrical on that mic. Now you fast forward up 20 years later. It ain't even nothing. It ain't even nothing hide. It ain't nothing for the imagination no more. It ain't nothing for the imagination no more. You understand? It's just you basically out here in your underclothes, you know, and that's sad because a worldly man, a guy from this world, actually look at that and think it's nice, and that's because of their intentions. That's because they want to whore this sister out. Here in the ISUPK, we don't whore our sister out. We teach them the right way to move as real sisters of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Real children of the Lord, man. We don't bring them out here like that. We frown upon you coming in here showing all your body like that. You understand? That ain't of the Lord right there.
A woman body should, just to pick back off what you said, Slacker. What you done?
Oh, con, sir.
A woman's curves should be for her man.
Damn right.
Period.
Damn right. Damn right.
And that is an excellent thing because I don't want to. Why would you want to lay with a sister who got a man? What kind of, you want to go behind another man? What kind of weirdo?
Yeah.
You a weirdo.
I think we touched on that a few classes ago.
Kind of alphabet.
That's kind of alphabet.
It's kind of alphabet. I'm just saying.
You joining that gang. Salakia.
Kind of part of that.
Yeah. So
not in here, man. You have to, man. You have to have brotherhood in here.
Yeah,
You have to have brotherhood in here, man. Damn it, you gonna give brotherhood in here. You gonna get it, or you gonna get the hell out of here.
Damn right. Have sisterhood, brotherhood, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We treat our sisters like queens. You know, like a blood sister. We ain't looking at our sisters in a sexual way. You understand? It's a process in everything we do. If we deal with a sister, it's a process in the way we do.
Damn right.
You know what
Excellent.
I'm saying? An excellent process because you get a chance to learn that sister before you go into anything intimate to make sure this is what you want to you want to deal with. Because once you lay with that sister is yours. Y'all are together for the rest of y'all life. Ain't no turning back from that. You understand? So what brothers don't get, they think it's okay to lay with a sister and just walk away from it, and that's pouring your sister out.
And if I may,
come
to that hurts a sister, man.
Yes.
Such a disgusting thing to do.
And that's why our sisters are in the state they in now, when you see these sexy reds and these gorillas and all of that. That's why they in these states. Because it's sad, because growing up in the Christian church, that right there destroys our sisters, because half of these pastors done tried to touch these girls. You understand? They uncles done touch. That's what I hate about Thanksgiving. And not to get too far off, but you go to Thanksgiving, y'all be around all these family members, and that uncle is that one that put his hands on that little girl. And she got to sit there and eat this pork and all this nonsense while the man that been touching on her when she was a kid sitting across the table from.
And they got to hold hands and pray together.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. They do hold hands and pray. That's crazy. And the Lord ain't listen to that
and
crap.
The Lord hates Thanksgiving. And the Lord hates Thanksgiving on top of all of that.
He ain't listen to that crap.
This is like, what was we got?
Yeah, let's get back on topic. Slakia on that. I think we finished.
Yeah, we finished it, sir. It was Deuteronomy 8:19.
4:58. Deuteronomy 28:58. Let's start off there to 62.
Yeah, man, that's just this kingdom that we in. Once you like on the surface, to a lot of people it may look grand, but once you start pulling back the covers and showing what's really going on, then you can see the illness of it. You be like, God damn. Like when you come in the truth, like once you've been in the truth for a minute, you like, man, I used to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
you almost disgusted with yourself.
You are disgusted with yourself.
Disgusted with yourself.
Because you've done so many disgusting things. You just like, oh my Lord.
It was so beautiful thing when I threw that old man in that river down in Detroit River. See, you got to get rid of that old Jew. And for me, I tied bricks to that dude's feet and threw him right in Detroit River, man, and kept it moving. Because that is disgusting, the things that we used to do in this world, man. And it takes for you to really come over. This is the only way you're going to learn what things that you don't supposed to be doing. Ain't no Christian church going to tell you this. What they tell you, I don't want, come as you are. You can come as a drug dealer. You can come as a LGBTQ. You come as anything you want, as long as you give them a couple of dollars in that bucket before you leave. You understand? Not in here. Not in here. You got something out? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something like coming in here really, and learning. Because I came here right after Thanksgiving because I wanted to really know the holy days and really celebrate them. So, and figuring out that it's actual holy days in the Bible that we just ignore and make up these own is crazy. We really figure it out.
Most High in Christ, you came up in here. You've been a soldier since you got up in here.
The water.
Real talk.
That's a happy day when the brother want to know these things.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand. The Lord hate every so-called holiday in this kingdom.
Hate. And the sad part, Salaki, so go ahead.
No, by all means.
The sad part about that is who they call their Christian pastors don't tell them this. They don't tell them this. They don't read about no holy days. If they so holier than thou, why don't they follow these holy days? They supposed to be biblical scholars. How are you a biblical scholar and don't go by nothing in this book right here?
And then, if I may, they look at you crazy for doing it.
That is crazy. That's crazy. Only scholar, you got something, sir? Say that again, Mike, if you could, sis.
they don't follow those holidays because it don't pay. It doesn't make them any money.
That's Mr. Hand, man. That is exactly
That's
right.
real talk right there.
That's
real
right.
talk. They don't follow those holidays because if they follow those holidays, it wouldn't be about money. You understand? So if they can go tell you something to feel good, as long as you leave up out of here feeling good, jumping around, doing the dance, I know I can get $1 out of that sister. You understand? That's what it's about. What I call a preacher is one of what they call motivational speakers. You know, they motivational speakers. They make you feel good. We ain't in here to make you feel good. We in here to teach you these laws, statutes, and commandments and tell you how you live your life according to the Bible. That's it. It's going to feel great once you following these laws, statutes, commandments and knowing that you're in a good favor with the Lord. That's what makes you feel good. You know, not no jumping around in church all day and a man talking about one scripture the whole damn time. Ain't never changed it, turned the page or nothing. You understand?
And you walking out talking about, yeah, I'm black.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about yourself, who you is, where you come from.
And what you do when you leave? You go straight to the weed house.
And you don't even know nothing that he said. You done forgot everything he said when you hit the door because he ain't said nothing.
He ain't said nothing.
He said nothing. You ain't learned. Ain't done nothing.
Yeah. If you learn something, you wouldn't be straight to the weed.
Just love everybody.
You wouldn't be running out here to hold no women. You know, all these things that you're doing would be in your head to change. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know these Christian pastors not telling you nothing. Because if you go to say you go to a church, Slovakia, for a year straight. I know brothers that been and sisters that been in church, the same church for years, and do the same stuff against Christ. You still doing the same thing against Christ. So what have he taught you according to the Bible? He ain't told you anything because it never changed. Now you the same person you were when you walked in here. When I walked in this place, I'm a different person now. So when I walked in here, they changed me. They let me do away with that old man, and they raised our Tazarah. You understand? So it's a different person now. That's what this book's supposed to do. It's supposed to get you up out of that old way. You know what I'm saying? And build that new person according to the law of the Lord. You understand? Slovakia, sir, you got anything?
No.
All right, we can move on to that the scripture 58.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law,
Go ahead.
That are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. Verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
The Lord will make thy plagues wonderful. Wonderful. That's crazy right there. That's heavy right there.
If I just make God that when you said that, I was just thinking like they think this like we live in our brothers in the world living a effed up life and think it's wonderful.
And think it's wonderful.
They think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
they're out there getting higher than a fool. Yeah. Thinking it's wonderful, sleeping with women to women, gonna be the first one with the new stuff, taking them big dumb pills.
What they say, sir?
They think it's wonderful.
I'm living my best life.
Yeah, okay.
No, you ain't living your best life, brother, and you ain't gonna convince me you living your best life. You can't be. Slovakia, go ahead.
Lord gonna end your life. You keep on.
Damn right. Damn right.
Khan. And the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long countenance, and sore sickness, and of long countenance. Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt.
Go ahead.
Which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
They should cleave unto thee. These diseases ain't going nowhere. You keep living your life like this, they gonna catch up with you. You can believe that. It said it would cleave to you. I mean, you ain't shaking nothing. You understand? Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring unto thee until thou be destroyed.
Is that scripture, sir? And this is just a question. You could. That if that scripture where it says every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book, is that referring to all these new diseases, AIDS, and all these things like that? Could you break that down for me, sir?
All right, no sweat. That's actually an excellent question because that's exactly what it's talking about. Think about it's saying everything not written in the book that's written in the book according to us doing what? Breaking the laws. So think about us not supposed to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. So we eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. What do we get? Diabetes, high blood pressure, worms in our bodies, cancer. All of these type of things happen. So what? We having sex with women, we throwing them away. Like you said, then we get HIV, herpes, syphilis, all of these things. All of these things are not written in the book, but all of these things you still get from doing what? From breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. So that was an excellent question.
That's heavy right there, sir. The water on that.
No sweat. The water, no.
That's so heavy right there because these things they talking about thousands of years ago. You understand? Thousands of years ago. And he telling you, if you don't do these things, you're gonna have diseases that's not even written in the book. Now he done told you everything that was gonna transpire, but he knew it was gonna be new things that you're gonna end up with that you're not gonna be able to shake. You understand? They never spoke on AIDS in the Bible. They never spoke on herpes in the Bible. But all of these new plagues, who is the biggest holder of these things? Our people. You understand? The biggest holder of AIDS, if you look it up, it's our people. You understand? Because this is a curse onto us. You understand? So when we do things wrong and we wonder why we're in these predicaments, and you know what, why they didn't get these things? If they doing this wrong, why we the ones sick? You understand? Because we belong to the Lord. They don't.
Right.
The Lord ain't doing nothing till he don't care about them. He put them here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We here for a better reason. We his kids. You understand? And we need to go by his law, statutes, and commandments, point blank, period. And if we don't, we're going to deal with all these plagues. You understand? That's it on that.
Come.
You got something, sir?
No.
What is that? 58. Let's go to 64 real fast. Verse 64.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Who is scattered amongst all people? Who is scattered around this place? You understand? It's us. We scattered everywhere. That's why we don't have no national. If you ask a black person, well, I'm African American. I'm two nations. You understand? We scattered and we lost. We spread it around this place. Lord's people is all throughout this earth. All throughout this earth. We over in England. We over here in Japan. We over here in Africa. We everywhere. Spread it all out this place. Go ahead.
From one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
That's talking like them the Muslims. They go out here and worship a rock, walk around this rock so many times and kiss a goddamn rock. You understand?
You know what's funny about that? It's so mighty funny that our people find our religion when we locked in prison.
Yeah.
That like, you ever really thought about that?
That's it.
We only find that inside of prison.
Yeah. It's actually,
Like that's the most weirdest thing ever. That's the weirdest thing ever. That you would think to bow down to a rock while you in prison. Like you would like, huh? A rock.
It seems like when they go over to prison, the first thing they grasp is being a Muslim. But me being in that place, I know why. Because they frightened. They scared. So most brothers that go over here go to jail and they can't stand on their own, they go to the Muslims because there's so many of them crooked bastards in there. So they run to them so they can have protection. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy, white boy Rick, not to get off subject, but white boy Rick, that's how he survived. He survived. You know, he snitched on a lot of brothers. He survived all that time because of the Muslims. His father paid the Muslims. True story. Paid the Muslims to keep him safe. And these bastards keep the oppressor safe instead of worrying about all their brothers in there that's getting stabbed, unalived, and raped. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff we dealing with. But you know what's funny? Hey, just hold that for a second and shoot over to Judges 10:14. Just a scripture to add on to that, if I could, real quick. So let's hit Judges 10:14 real quick, if you can. Because this what the Lord think about y'all and y'all other gods. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing they do, if you think about it, when the police get behind you, oh Lord, don't let me go to jail. You know what I'm saying? When something go left, oh Lord, don't just help me out this time. And then they back out doing the same thing. You got that out?
Book of Judges, chapter 10, verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen.
Go cry out to the gods that you've chosen.
All right.
Go cry to the damn gods you chose. You understand? Yeah. Go ahead.
Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Let them deliver you in your time of distress. You understand? Why you calling off to the Most High when it gets sticky for you? No, stay with them damn guys you've been following all this time. You understand? So like, when you brought that up, I just had to bring that out. I just had to. That was heavy to me. Slocky, we can fall back now. Slocky on that. When you said that, it just brought to my mind that scripture because it's heavy. People think when they get into a bad situation, first thing they do is everybody know. They call out to the Lord.
And you know why people do that? Because we get taught so much in this fashion, that God is here to serve us.
Yeah,
when it's the opposite way around. We're put here to serve the Lord.
Yeah. That's some selfish stuff, though.
The Lord is not a genie in the lamp.
Damn,
you don't just rub the lamp and he come out and you say, God, I want this. And you give it to. That's not how this works. You have to be obedient to the Lord.
That's right. That's right.
And watch your life change. I guarantee your entire life is going to change when you start being obedient.
You got witnesses.
You think you're getting something right now with your disobedience. No, you're not.
Yeah.
When you start being obedient, you're going to know the difference. I can assure you.
I tell you, you ain't living your life. People think, I'm living my life. I'm out here just living. You not living your life until you come over in here to Isupk. Really,
no idea.
And learn your law, statutes, and
have no idea.
And you will see how to really live your life. You know what I'm saying? That's for brothers and sisters. It's different. When you're away from the worldly things, these things in this world, and you come over in here and get some structure, you're going to really enjoy your life. You're going to enjoy what you're doing for the Lord. You understand? You're going to enjoy how you can wake up and go to sleep. Your mind is clear. You know what I'm saying? Because you done got rid of all of that worldly crap. You understand? So, I thought that was heavy right there. Where we at?
We just finished up. We finished verse 64 out of one.
Oh, we gone with 64?
Kind.
What time is it, out of one?
Slaki, if I may, sir.
Slaki, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think verse 54 in those curses is heavy.
Pull it up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
You look at it too, like, you know what I'm saying? the man, you look at the relationships that they have out here, you know, and the way everything was set up for them. You know, they look at their kids, they don't deal with their kids the right way, they don't deal with their ribs the right way, you know what I'm saying? They might be abusive, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that scripture is saying, you know, they got that evil in them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they treat these sisters the way they do. That's why they whore out these sisters like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you can add something on that other one.
Kind of. This is a heavy thing. Y'all know that one scripture where it says you cannot enter into a strong man's home unless you first bind up that strong man.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about the structure of a family, right? The man is always the head of the house. And so according to the Bible, you know, the order is man, woman, child. Mm-hmm. I mean, Christ, man, woman, child, of course, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So if you destroy that man, guess what? It all trickles down.
Yeah,
you destroy that house, you destroy that family. That's why the black man is so targeted inside of this society. Mm-hmm. That's why he's so demonized around here, bro. I mean, in this society that we in. Yeah. Because if you destroy him, then you could destroy the family.
Yeah.
That's why it was so important to turn a woman against the men.
Yeah.
To have them fighting each other. Now they fighting each other about the problem instead of both of them fighting the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That is such a heavy description. And also, what else it touch on is the brotherhood that we had, like I brought up earlier, when we used to have a fire, we would put the fire out and rebuild the house. Now we don't even do that. Mm-hmm. We just laugh and put it on Facebook and say, look at this. We no longer have that togetherness, our brotherhood, our love for each other. It's all been hardened towards each other because we follow this way of life and follow this oppression.
If I could, sir, to add on what you were saying, the situation with the household, that's all, oppression set all of that up. If you think back to when they came out with Section 8, and the government assistance. Man couldn't be in that house with that lady.
Yeah, right.
He got his rib and his kids in his house. It's already hard for him to get a job because, you know what I'm saying, the oppression. So it's hard for him to get a job. Now you tell that lady, hey, sis, I can give you X, Y, and Z amount of money. That man can't be in that house. What that sister do? Hey, look, you gotta go. Yeah, so now they put that man out that house. Now you got a single woman raising these kids. That destroyed the household. So like it, sir, go ahead.
No, you go.
Sir, go ahead.
But you know what? What's even heavier about that? Think about who the serpent went to in the garden.
Oh, Khan. What
did he do? He had Eve by herself. He snuck over there too and said, "Hey, check this out over here. I got this over here. Oh, your man ain't around."
Yeah.
And think about this too. What purpose does it serve to not have a man in the house? If they know the man is the head of the house, they want your strength removed.
Yeah.
Black woman, black man, we need each other so bad inside of this kingdom. And we don't even understand that without each other, we are destroyed.
Yeah.
Like it saddens me today that so many women nowadays, they don't want to be wives. They want to be baby mamas.
Yeah. They want to be whores.
They want to be baby mamas. They satisfied with being baby mamas.
Mm-hmm. If you think about it too, Sir Block, if I could,
go ahead.
This started way back. If you think about Solomon and his ribs, that's who pulled him away from the Lord.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in King Solomon, you know, he had multiple wives. I think he had like 1,000 wives. He had like 700 wives and then 300 concubines. And they was all from different nations.
Women of other nations.
These wives pulled him away from the Lord and had him worshiping other gods. You understand? So all of this stuff has been going on for a long time now. You know, but what a man have to do is stand up and be a man. Right. You understand? He got to be a man of the Lord. Because at the end of the day, if it takes me to leave my home for my rib to get a check, we just ain't getting that goddamn check.
That's it. We're gonna figure it out.
Bottom line, we'll make it happen.
A bag of beans will last a week.
Damn right. We got boxes of food right here.
You get your bag of beans and a bag of rice.
We gonna make
got
it
a week
happen.
worth of food.
But I bet you this, that would make that bond
That's gonna make that
stronger because you going through that struggle together. It don't take that sister to tell that brother, hey, you gotta leave before we can get this money.
That is a trick.
That's a trick. They
That's
setting
a
you up for
trap
failure.
to destroy you.
Because if you think about it, they never did that to the white lady. The white lady never had to get rid of her man to have that money. You understand? Go ahead.
Just wanted to add, yeah, they would heavily police the women under the Section 8. They'd come to their house, make sure the man wasn't there. They weren't doing that to the oppressors.
They didn't do that to the oppressor. They policed our people to make sure that man wasn't in that house. I remember when I was a kid, and they used to have an actual team. They wasn't police, but they were police. But they was focused strictly on if that man was in that house. So when they did inspections of your home, and really it was just to make sure that man wasn't in that household.
It's lucky if I made no sign of a man. They didn't want to see a man's sock.
That's heavy you said that because that's so true. If you had men's clothes in that house, that woman can lose her subsidy. She can lose her house. That the state paying for it. And just think about how heavy that is. The state is paying for your housing if that man ain't with you. Just think about how I'm gonna make this woman comfortable because we got to get this man up out the house. They know who the strong, they know who's the head of that house, but they got to break up the black family, the Hispanic family, the Native Indian family. You understand? So they do this and they use the weaker vessel. They go to the woman. We can get her to go ahead and take this money. We could break this household up. You understand? That's something that they've been doing for years. You understand? And look where it got us. Look how many broken families. You look at these young sisters out here now, might have 5, 6 kids with about 4, 5 different baby fathers. None of them around. None of them around. Half of them don't even know who their father is. That's sad. Our people is in a bad situation right now for not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Not coming in here and following the Lord. You understand? That's why our people is in here. That's why this is so important for us to get this information out. That's why it's so important to like to share these classes because we have to get in tune to our people. We got to get in touch with our people to bring them in here so we can show them a better way. Because it's a better way. We don't leave our women. You can tell us whatever the hell you want. You ain't walking out from your sister. You understand? You don't leave them behind. You make sure our job is to make sure these sisters are safe in here.
I'm right.
That's it. You make sure they safe and comfortable. That other stuff, that ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? That's not over here in the ISUPK. You got something out?
Hey, I just wanted to add, this is the scripture that I thought about when that young lady lost them 2 kids and they was sleeping in that car. This is the exact scripture I thought about because then they got the father on the news the day later and he, you know,
He didn't even know they was gone.
How you don't know where your kids sleeping at? That's
he
crazy.
Didn't even know they was standing there.
But yeah, he knew. He was just he was a piece
And
of
you
shit.
know what's heavy about this situation? That even shows you that the oppressor don't even care about the sisters. Because even though that man wasn't in that household, she wasn't getting no subsidy to help her. That's crazy. She still wasn't. And no man around, you still don't give me no subsidy to help me and my kids. You understand? That's why we here, though. We will feed you.
Yeah, I'm right.
We will make sure you eat.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
right.
make sure you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so heavy about the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. We gonna take care of our people. We go out here as much as we can. We feed our people. You understand? We make sure they got clothes so they could come here. Our door is open for our people. We sitting in class. You could tell me anytime somebody knock on this door, a brother gonna go to that door. We done been in class and we done gave out boxes during class of food because people know that we give out food and they'll come knock on you. Got anything? You damn right. We about to make sure you good. Give them a box where they can eat for the night.
So
Am I lying?
No.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, right.
You understand? So it's a difference. That's why it's so important for we can learn our heritage. And only way you're going to learn the true heritage and what you should be doing is you got to come over here to ISUPK and learn. Be open to learn and cleanse yourself. Get rid of that old you and transform into a person of the Lord. You understand? That's where it's at. Slakia, sir. You got something?
Nope. You said it all.
God. We got time?
It's up to you.
What time is it? We're going to go ahead and close us out. So that's the end of the class tonight. You sure you ain't got nothing to say, sir?
Yes, I do. We got the Feast of Purim coming up.
Damn right.
That was that March the. It's like, can you look right there? Tell me, give me them dates. God.
The 3rd of March.
Why do we keep saying side? Is that the right? Make sure that's the right date.
Salaki is
25.
I think it's the 13th, the 12th
Yeah,
or
that's why I
13th.
kept hearing the 13th. What's the next one? What's the next holiday coming up? Oh shit, no, I think it's the 13th. Okay, Con, that's what I was trying to say. Is that's the okay? So it's March 14th to March 15th. Feast of Purim coming up. Make sure y'all come out, join us, man. We're gonna have plenty of food, brotherhood, sisterhood going down. Also,
Sabbath.
Pay y'all
Passover feed.
Pay y'all Passover feed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Passover, April 12th, Atlanta. We're gonna be in the A.
Right, doing it big.
Yeah, y'all come out there, come support us. Also, pay your tithes, man, to Commander General Honda so we can push this truth out there.
Damn
man.
right.
Like we say, we feed our people, clothe our people, got prison programs, felony expungements, all the support we need. But with that, you got something else, Salaki?
Salaki, sir. I'm the wild.
All right, with that, we're gonna close the class out. Shalom, Israel.
You want to do a salam, Israel? We could. Salam. Got the cat in here. I was about to say courtesy salute the cat.